Well, I am really happy because the ESV Study Bible is one of my favorite study Bibles, and now it is available in this leather cover, which I'm going to talk about in this video. So this buffalo leather cover is really quite a nice leather. It's not as expensive as a premium leather, but it is a step up from the genuine leather. And in the Crossway Bibles, the genuine leather does tend to be a little bit coarse. It's pretty nice, but this has a little softer feel to it than the genuine leather. So it's a little bit more high quality genuine leather. For those of you who don't know, the ESV Study Bible is really a classic study Bible. It is the first study Bible to win the Christian Book of the Year award from ECPA back in 2009. I have done an overview video of the ESV Study Bible if you'd like to check that video out. I talk about its features and its theology a little bit. But the ESV Study Bible is a really informative Bible and also I think presents things from a pretty balanced perspective. The retail price on the Buffalo Leather Edition is $149.99, but you can get it cheaper than that on christianbook.com. It's also available in other covers, such as a hardcover, a true tone cover, which is an imitation leather, and a genuine leather cover. The construction of this Buffalo Leather Edition is a paste-down construction, and the paste-down liner is some sort of a vinyl type material. The cover is perimeter stitched. It has a really nice spine here with raised spine hubs and nice imprinting. It has gold gilt page edges and a nice brown ribbon matching the color scheme, a single-sided ribbon, angle cut. And the paper quality on this is also pretty nice. I don't think it's line matched. There is a little bit of show through, but I still think it reads just fine. The English Standard Version has gone through some text updates over the years, so people sometimes want to know what text is this Bible. This particular edition is the 2016 text edition, which I think is the most recent update of the ESV. I don't think any of those updates are really major, but this is the most recent edition. It was printed in 2020, it looks like, and was printed in China. The back of the box lists the features in this Bible. It says it has more than 2 million words with 20,000 notes and other resources, 80,000 cross-references, and an extensive concordance. 200 full-color maps printed alongside the ESV text and notes throughout the Bible. 40 illustrations, including full-color renderings and architectural diagrams. 200-plus charts providing concise summaries and key insights. And 50-plus articles on essential topics of theology, ethics, and biblical teaching. So this is definitely an information-rich resource for you as you study the Bible. When you're reading this Bible, the text has a 9-point font, and the notes, I believe, are a 7-point font. It is a single-column format for the text, double column for the notes, and there are cross-references in the center of the Bible. And then there are also translator notes beneath the biblical text. The poetry sections do have poetic setting. The words of Christ are black letter text. It's not as colorful as some study Bibles, but it does have some color variation in here. So overall, I think it's very readable and conducive to study for most people. They do also have a large print edition if you struggle to read smaller text. This text is 9 point, so it is readable for most people, but it is nice that they have the large print option. There are a few things I really like about this study Bible, and the first thing is that it is in the ESV translation. I've talked about this translation before. One of the things I like about it is a very literal translation overall. It's also kind of in the line of the King James Version, and it's been widely accepted in evangelical circles, so you will see it used a lot in different church settings. But it's not just the translation, it's also a study Bible, and I really do like the study notes and the articles and the charts and the maps. It's just a very, as I said, information-rich study Bible. So it'll really help you dig into the Word and get to know the Scripture better. The one thing I really like is that it is theologically conservative, but it's not narrow in the way it presents things. It will give you some different perspectives on certain topics. So for example, in the book of Revelation, when it's talking about views of the end times, it actually presents various views of eschatology so that you can see what different Christians believe about the end times. So it has a lot of information, and it has, in my opinion, very good information. So there's a lot to like about this study Bible. I would say that for pastors, this is really, in my opinion, a must-have study Bible. If you are a pastor and you don't have this yet on your shelf, I definitely would encourage pastors to have this. It will really help them in their sermon preparation and their general knowledge of Scripture, which pastors need to have. So I definitely recommend it for pastors. I also recommend it for anybody who wants to read through the Bible and really have a good understanding and background for what they're reading. That's one of the great things about study Bibles, is it helps you to understand the text. And I think that this is one of the best study Bibles out there for understanding the biblical text. And the fact that it is now available in this buffalo leather cover is great. As I said, there are other options, but if you want something that is not necessarily as expensive as a premium Bible, but a little bit nicer than a genuine leather cover, and you have the money to do it, you can get this buffalo leather cover. I think it's very well made, but it also looks very beautiful as well. So that's my take on this Bible. If you have any questions or comments about this, feel free to leave that in the comment section below. I always love to hear your thoughts. But thank you so much for taking a look at this with me from a fresh perspective.